I read an article recently about economists have something they call the 18-wheeler index. They track the amount of fuel sold in truck stops across the country, and from there they can get a pretty good handle on how goods and services are moving and in what volumes. I'm thinking of instituting something I call the dumpster index. I drove into town the other day, and just going up and down a few streets, I saw three of those great big dumpsters that you use in home remodeling projects. Now, that might not sound like much to you, but in my hometown of Clinton, the sign says we only have 450 people living there. Of course, that was according to the 2000 census. My wife says it's really about 360, but I'm sticking with 450 until the official report is in. Now that's fewer than 100 households. So, three significant projects? Yeah, I think that's significant. One of them is a young guy who works for the railroad, just got married, he's putting an addition on the house. Another is a guy who works in a convenience store here while he's going to college. And the third is someone I don't know, which is sort of odd in a town of 300 or 400 people. Right in the middle of town, the Clinton Co-op Farmers Elevator is putting in a new dryer and grain scale. That might not sound like much, but that's $500,000. When I drove by yesterday, there were 6 guys pouring cement. To get to the elevator, you go down a gravel road, and on the west side is the Big Stone Co-op oil facility, and they've got a couple $1,000,000 worth of equipment sitting there. On the east side of the road is the lumber yard. They just bought a new forklift. There are fewer furrowed brows on the streets. I don't know if we can say that's due to the economic recovery. It could be that it's May and the lilacs are blooming and our National Guard troops are home from Iraq. But even though I haven't heard anyone singing Happy Days Are Here Again, I really think that at least out here on the prairie, things are picking up a little bit.